So we basically wanted it to be a TV show. And that was because YouTube, again, wasn't really a thing yet.
Right.
It was, but it was very like sit in front of your channel, sit in front of your like computer with your Logitech camera and like blab. And we never saw ourselves doing that.
Story time.
Yeah. So then we're like, it's bigger than YouTube, or maybe it's not, but like it should be on TV. And so we spent the first 2 years in New York trying to convince TV executives why a young travel show for diverse millennials and like multilingual kids would be better than an old white rich dude going to the top sexiest beaches that nobody could ever relate to. They thought we were adorable. They were like, oh my God, you guys are so cute. And I'm like, what about my pitch deck? What about season 1, 2, and 3 that we have planned? What about these sponsorship ideas that we have? And they turned us down. And they were like, well, if you want to show about your love lives, rekindling your like family love or like dramatics,
we were like,
we'll give you a show today. And we literally signed like production company agreements with Emmy Award winning companies. And then we walked away because all their ideas were like raunchy, like TV shows. And that's when we went to YouTube. So it was like a long journey of like 2 years of kind of going backwards to just go forwards.
Right. And how cool is it that the option of you taking control of your own videos and your own stuff is the one that worked. Thank God. But I didn't know that. So take me like into those rooms that you were in.
Oof.
How did you
Just
I mean,
like
how did
fluffy
you
dogs, like
get
pink
there?
bags,
Like literal dog and like casting development, whatever executive.
No, okay. So like, how do we get into those rooms? So like Damon and I, we would sit down in a computer room where we didn't even use the computers. We literally used our own laptops, but we took one video class together and it was 1 hour a week. And we would like work every day looking on LinkedIn to see who was the executive. Then we would find them on Twitter. We'd try to find their personal email. We'd find them on Instagram because Instagram was just starting, and we'd message them on all of the accounts.
Wow.
And sometimes I'd find the phone number of the office, call the reception desk, lie, ask to speak to so-and-so because they had messaged me on LinkedIn to schedule a meeting. And we literally got our first agent because I lied in a cold call, got a FaceTime meeting, like in-person meeting, pitched them, and they were like, okay, great, you're signed.
Also, though, disclaimer, you have to have a good phone voice, and Jo does. She's like a phone
Very
operator.
professional.
Yes.
Well, now I'm like
and-
very raspy. I talk a
No,
lot.
we have like competitions to see who can leave like the best voicemail for somebody.
Give me a voicemail.
Okay,
Here
no,
we go.
I'm not good at this. I hate
Jo.
talking on the phone. I hate taking phone calls.
You know what? It's just like because
So
I had so many jobs.
I have a juicy brand deal for you. Sell me. Why?
Oh God.
Hi, this is Joanna Franco calling. I'm a co-founder of Shut Up and Go, also the half of Damon and Jo. We have a really successful YouTube channel, and I think it'd be a great business strategic partnership for us to collaborate. Would love to get in touch. Give me a call. Here's my number. I'll take you out to coffee, and I'll give you coffee.
No, but I swear the main key was, you know how you go on LinkedIn sometimes, maybe people aren't even doing this anymore. You'd go on LinkedIn and some profiles would be private. You would find the ones that are public within the same company. You would find the like how they do their emails
Now
within
there
the
are
company.
apps for that, I'm sure.
Yeah, you find out like how people do their emails within a company, and then you
First
like
initial, last name, a
And
dot,
then-
whatever.
and then you apply it to who you want to talk to.
We are dropping some practical-ish
Yes,
out
real.
here.
yes.
And LinkedIn, everyone's like, build your personal brand on LinkedIn. That's like the new Instagram for business people, it seems like. So I am annoyed by the emails I get from LinkedIn. So I just never have ventured down that road.
Yeah, the key is get the information from the platforms and go straight to the source. Get on the phone.
Yes.
Text somebody, message them on like Instagram or Twitter. So we did all of that, and that's how we got into several meetings. In
Yeah.
fact, like in New York, we spent so much time running around that now we don't even like taking meetings anymore because we're still like scarred from like
Right.
going from place
Well,
to
because
place.
you control your own destiny now too. So being in those rooms where that feeling isn't there is kind of like, whoa, am I going backwards? You know?
But every meeting that we had, we would joke around, and I guess it's not even a joke. It was like it was like, you know when you're playing a video game and you have to pick up a key to get to the next level? Every meeting was like that. Like
Wow.
the deal would suck or like the conversation might be shitty, but you would learn one piece of information that would literally open the door to the next phase of the journey. And so like whether it was a meeting, we met with this woman who used to work for MTV, and she met with us, and she like randomly decided to send us a format of how a TV show is pitched. So nothing else ever happened with that woman. But after that meeting,
helped.
we learned how to like actually write a TV pitch. So things like that kept happening until we realized like the executives in New York at the time didn't understand the value of investing in creativity because they wanted like hard numbers and return on investment. And that's when we moved to LA, basically. And that's when we were like, 40,000 subscribers, it's time to just like quit everything.
But we always say that no matter who you meet in a meeting, whether it's entertainment or whatever career you're working in, like that person that you're meeting with, that you're interviewing with, could totally change jobs in 2 years, and that in 2 years that could be the next opportunity for you. So whether or not you think it's going to be like the opportunity you take, the fact that you're meeting the person, that is what could take you to the next level.
It's also a good reason to not burn bridges.
Yeah.
It's a very tight community of people, and it's very relational, you know.